Peace to the original people of the Creator. Welcome to another edition of Fresh Fire Friday with TY and Reggie. What's up, bro, man? It's been a minute, man. What's good?
What's up, bro, man? It's good to see you, man. You know I ain't big on that FaceTime, and so, man, it's
Oh,
good to
yeah,
see you,
that's all
man.
right. I'll FaceTime you. You know that.
Yeah,
When it when it get a little, if I ain't seen you in a minute, I'm gonna FaceTime you. I know you ain't with that.
yeah, but it's time to get back to work, man.
Oh yeah, man. How everything been going with you and the fam and everything, man?
Everything good, man. School about to start back, so it's about to get a little bit more busier, but
For
everything's
sure.
good.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah. But hey man, what we talking about this week?
Hey, man. So much stuff going on in the world, man. So it just made me think about you know, how we came up and the things we had and opposed to the things that is available now. So the Fresh Five Friday topic today is going to be five luxuries we have today that we didn't have growing up. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many to choose from. You could just start rambling them off, but what's five that come to mind to you?
Well, basically, all of mine, I don't know which direction you went with this, but all of mine pretty much lead to one word. And I'm just going to use that one word and put branches on it. And it's technology. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I think about the times when, like, I always tell stories about when I used to drag the phone. You did the same thing. We used to have that long cord on the phone. Now, now it's a rarity if you got a house of 10 people can stay in the house, but everybody got their own phone, all ages. So I got the first one is my iPhone. Secondly, we used to go to, I still, it's one thing that now, but I still read a lot of books. But just think about no more time sitting a lot of times we used to have to go to the library and check out books. Now we got MacBooks, we got computers. Even though they had computers when we were kids, they were just out of this world with the prices. You had to almost be
Yeah,
rich to have one.
correct.
And and just basic things like going home, getting ready to eat. Now we can just order our food from an app and have our meal waiting on us, pick it up or we'll get it delivered.
Yeah,
Just ordering food, just things that make life easier. Then I got this something that me and you do all the time. We've probably been doing it for 20 something years. Like when we talk about, even today, we was talking about sports. We was talking about that contract, that Lou Dane contract,
yeah,
but the research portion has been for a lot of people. We don't do it. It be our last resort.
yeah,
But Google, everybody hit Google. So nobody research anymore. But
yeah.
we still do that. We still do it. So, and lastly, um, we come from the I see you when I see you era, you know, and that being if somebody owe you money or you owe somebody money, now that day is gone because it's all kind of ways to get money, receive and give today. So I had to throw like the cash out and all that stuff in there too. So, my list wasn't really, it kicked
Nah,
my butt, but it just
nah.
all led to technology.
Yeah, and it does. My list as well. I mean, as you know, you live, you learn, you grow. Technology is gonna be the heart of it all, regardless. I
Mhm.
was just thinking when you said Google, man, what if Google is wrong? Like sometimes, people don't even fact check Google most of the time. Oh, Google, it must be right.
And
You
where
know
did
what I'm
Google and who put the information in Google? We
Exactly.
a
Somebody,
man somewhere
a
put
man,
that
yeah,
information in there. Yeah,
was capable of making mistakes.
yeah.
Um, But yeah, jumping right into my list, I was all over the place. Again, it still stems from technology as well. But the first one on my list is, and it's still, you know, in that family with the phone. The phone kind of like branches out a lot as well. But it's like the fitness watch. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, whatever it is, you know, Samsung, all these different ones have made them because you got to have competitors. But you know, you can. I like it because you can reach out. You can set daily goals and kind of see where you at. You know what I'm saying? It's you could always do that, but it's kind of hard when you don't have a hard number to look at. So I would say one of the ones that both of us use a lot is the fitness watch, and we had nothing like that coming up. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You wasn't trying to. How you know how many calories you burn? Like it, you know, active calorie, none of that was going
Or your
on.
heart rate, all that.
Yeah. So another one is just GPS alone. Bruh.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My uncle was a truck driver, man. He could take a map. And I know you done, you know, school me on some things, you know, what goes north and south and east and
Yeah.
west as far as the highways and stuff, which I didn't know that in the past. I mean, I guess it wasn't a reason for me to know it. But my uncle could get you from point A to B just by looking at a map. Now, we did come up in the era of like a little map quest, you know, so we'd jump on a computer and print it out and have directions. But how convenient is GPS on your phone getting from point A to B? Like I have kids that don't even know how to move in their own AO because of this. So it's a gift and it's a curse. Like because they don't pay attention to anything. So I use it as well as the next man, but I use it when I absolutely must use it, or I might pop it up just to see is it a faster way to go. But if it's my AO, bro, I know how to move without using my phone.
And sometimes you probably can use it when you want to see how traffic look in your area too.
Correct.
That's a good
Yeah.
way.
Now I will say just a quick sidebar conversation on GPS, man. A funny story, man. I was TDY in Orlando, Florida. And I was headed to Tampa, which is pretty much right next to Orlando, not too far. I think it takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on where you're going in Tampa. And I was on the highway and my phone went out. It just went black. I couldn't turn it on. It was hot. I don't know what happened to it, right? So I'm driving. And I'm like, man, this is not my AO. I don't even know how to get back to the hotel. So I'm riding and low-key panicking, but you know, I'm like, listen, okay, common sense kicked in though. You know, I'm riding, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna start seeing some shopping centers. I'm on a major highway. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I see one of these shopping centers, they're gonna have a cellular data phone, you know, whether it's AT&T, Verizon, or something. I'm just popping one of these spots. I'm prepared to buy another phone on the spot if I have to.
Right.
I roll up on I was Verizon. Yeah, I was AT&T, I think at the time. So I rolled up on a Verizon store. And I'm like, yo, can you tell me where the nearest AT&T? And they was like, nah. I'm like, what? Like, nah, that's our competitor. Like,
Right.
you bugging right now. Like I'm low-key getting mad. But anyway, another worker was outside of the store and they was like, yeah, if you just go across the street, this main little road right here, it's an AT&T on the other side. So I'm like, thank you. I go over there and they did like some type of hard reset. You got to hold all these buttons at the same time or whatever the case may be. And eventually it came back on and I didn't even need to get a new phone. But it was just a point of I had no clue how I was going to get back because I was so dependent on that device. So that was a quick GPS story. But the next one moving along on the list is, I know this is going to sound crazy, but they got, well, you know, but they got a vacuum, the vacuum's on its own, right? And the reason why I threw that on the list, because I'm saying, I remember one of our conversations in the past where we was talking about, like, if you vacuum and it doesn't get up, you know what I'm saying?
Go back over it, yeah.
Keep going over till you get it up. But now they got them where you could set and they just start vacuuming. Yo, that's like probably the next significant purchase I'm gonna get, because I'm saying my vacuum cleaner just went out. Probably within a last couple of weeks or whatever. And I'm really considering getting one of those, you know what I'm saying? It's so technology based that once it learns your AO, then it don't even,
Yeah,
it ain't
it
even
won't
gonna
even it
pump.
won't even go down the stairs. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it'll stop at the steps, go around. So I'm doing my homework on that, but I'm gonna probably get one, man. Just because I think that's pretty cool. And you know how clean we are. We gotta make sure stuff's tidy. So that's next on my list.
Hey, let me say something real quick. It's funny you say that, man. Me and a couple other cats went to a high school the other day. They got lawnmowers, like the iRobot
Oh, for
lawnmowers.
real?
So the first thing I said, man, you just took somebody's job. You know, you remember the football fields. You got people out there cutting grass. Now they set the iRobot lawnmowers. They cut the whole field,
Wow,
everything. Nobody out there.
that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. All right. So next on the list would be streaming. Just streaming.
Oh yeah.
Um it allows us to get away from the cords and traditional cables, so it's so convenient. Like, bro, you know how expensive cable was, you know what I'm saying? Then you got these cords, or either you got like satellite with this big old dish or whatever. Now you just got streaming, man. You just use your phone. It was so convenient when I moved, you know what I'm saying? It was like I'd already set up the streaming before I even, you ain't had to come in the crib, you ain't had to do anything, as long as you got your Wi-Fi set up. So just streaming alone has just made things so much easier for us over the years. And we didn't have any of that. You know what I'm saying? We remember AOL. What? You know what I mean? So but you can hear it taking its time to get the internet going or whatever the case may be. And then last, uh bro, basically what we doing, Zoom, video calls. You know what I'm saying? Like the tech that allow us to have the platform that we have each week, you know, just being able to listen and talk to you. Like I want to say they had Skype when I went overseas, but
Yeah. It was
just
just
like
they were just starting it. It was just
yeah,
trying to
so
get
it
it
was
going.
real
About
cool.
oh
And
05, 06.
yeah, so they
Yeah.
had it, but I'm just saying though, just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Let's back it up a few years, the ones that went before me that didn't have access to it. I mean, yeah, it's cool to be able to, hear a loved one's voice or whatever, but it's even super cool to be able to see them. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, for sure.
Uh, Especially when you're in that type of environment. Like, if you just up the road somewhere, that's cool. But I'm saying that when you in that environment, you don't know what your situation gonna look like tomorrow. Just an opportunity to see you guys or whatever the case may be. That little thing does wonders for a person's motivation and spirit.
And
So
and it'll ease your mind, you know. So a
yeah,
lot of times when things going, even if you're local, just when things going on, like something can happen at one of your kids' school or something, and you get on the phone and just be able to just see their face. Oh, I know you're all right. Okay, no, all right, we
yeah,
good.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey
So
man,
that
yeah,
would be my
I like that list. I'm gonna comment on a couple of them. You talk about streaming. Streaming is a convenience to us, but it's an inconvenience to the artist because they took away the ability for artists selling music. They sell a source instead of the CD. But I remember standing you remember
yeah.
Willie's tapes and discs, standing in
Mhm.
that line all day waiting to get that Jay-Z album. And you got to try to open up that CD, man. That was the hardest thing in the world. Now you can just touch a button.
Yeah.
Secondly, the iWatch, what when you said about the fitness, gear, man, the watch has almost got to the point where when we go in the gym, for as the hat and the gloves now, if I ain't got
Yeah.
my watch, man, it feel like I don't even want to work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. And I had to laugh, man, when you was talking about the map. One thing about GPS, man, it took, you know how I said it took somebody's job cutting grass, that GPS took that dude standing at the store that know his way around the whole neighborhood, and you pull up, hey, bro, man, how to get to so and so. You know, you ain't got to talk to him no more. You know,
Yeah.
because you got your GPS. It don't matter if you're walking, riding a bicycle, or in the car, on the bus. You got GPS. So yeah, I like that list, man.
Yeah.
Everything led to technology.
Yeah, I feel you on that watch too, man. Cause just another little point on that watch, man. I done had it for a while. So now by the afternoon, it's telling me it's at 10% or whatever the case may be. But
Oh, yeah.
I will charge it throughout the day to make sure that it's ready to go for that second run at the gym or that second workout. Because like you said, if I don't got my watch, it's like, even though the silliest thing is we know that we're putting in the work, but without seeing it on,
I'm saying
it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do
because
it.
I mean this watch is so old. It's second generation.
Yeah.
So I used to have people that I follow and everything, but I stopped doing that. But I'm challenging myself every day. Like you said, one day if your stuff dead, you probably like, man, I went harder than I did yesterday. But that watch red,
Yeah.
nobody knows. You don't know.
Yeah. You don't know.
Nobody else don't have to know nothing, but you feel good hanging it up on that thing so it can charge at night,
Yeah.
especially if you had a
Absolutely.
good day.
Yeah. Absolutely. But bro, like, you know how we always do. We coming back off of a hiatus. Um, just gonna throw it over to you to give me one more before we get out of here. One more you got out there. You got one more in your head?
Man, I guess I have to throw in there. It's gonna go to technology, but
All of it,
I don't
yeah.
I don't have it, but I see it. Like the Teslas, man, cars driving themselves, man. And that ain't no luxury I had as no kid, because I ain't had no car, but just earlier in life, but
Yeah.
until now, man, that's just amazing to me.
Yeah, that was far-fetched. Yeah, we couldn't
Yeah.
even see that. Yeah. And then for me, I would just say online shopping, period. Listen, online shopping
Man,
caused like the world to lose, like regions of the world to lose their identity, in my opinion. Because you remember when we was coming up, I remember I couldn't wait for the summer to go to Baltimore to get something to bring back that I knew no one was going to have. Because I knew that they had different stuff in Bmore. Now, man, I done been to California. Wherever you go, it's all the same. So
yeah,
whoever is socially the guy or the
absolutely.
girl, that's who everybody can be like. They can do whatever that person's doing because it's accessible across the board. You just jump online and order it. We couldn't do that. It was
Nah,
none of
man.
access, man.
Yeah.
You either
That
got it
day
from the
is over.
store or you wasn't gonna get it.
It used to be a time when you knew who stayed in what town, on what side of town, what city, what state. Like when my cousins used to come from New York, come
Yeah.
down south, they knew we was from the country. You know, we knew they was from the city just by the way they talk, by the way they dress. Now everybody talk the same, everybody dress the same. You know,
Yeah.
and man, online shopping, man, it's crazy. If you want to scare yourself, look in your Amazon shopping history and see all the stuff you done bought. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and everybody probably got something in their cart right now, just waiting to hit proceed with buying.
Yeah, and then also they so smart when it is they go ahead and keep all your previous purchases. So
Oh
when
yeah,
you
buy again.
get it again, you just click the button. You want it again, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whereas you may not get it again because you don't remember or you don't want to take the time to try to go find that item again. It's right there waiting on
hey,
you.
and then like you said, you might not get it again, but put something in your cart and don't buy it in a timely manner. They're gonna shoot you a little reminder. Hey, you know you got this in your cart, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost finished.
yeah. Got one more left.
Yeah. One
So,
last step. Your payment information, whatever, man.
hey man,
Yeah.
I messed around one time and bought something, and it had me on a monthly. It set it up where it was coming out
Oh,
monthly. Man, it took
yeah.
me forever to get out of that thing, man.
Yeah, they'll get you like that. And they know what they're doing. They hoping that, think about it. If I can get one or two like that don't mind, or either I get them for a while and then they realize it and they just cancel it instead of putting in the work to get their money back or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You just won.
And you already know. Well, it's pretty much a done deal once we do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah. All right, bro. Man, hell of a topic this week, bro. But you want to end it with a little quote today?
Yeah, I don't think we was on the air, but we were speaking earlier, and I was telling you about the visit. It made me think, and we probably not spoke somewhat on this in the past, but my quote for this morning would be, "Lost time is never found again.
Yep.
Lost time is never found again," and that just makes me think when I hear that is we always talk about, we always talking about time and you can't get it back. Um, you're not gonna find that. So my point in saying that is make the best of the time that you have. People like to say that you only take one lap, but we're not even taking a lap because we're not coming back to where we started. So I mean, they say we only got one trip. How they say it, one go around or whatever. We definitely don't get any do-overs. That's for sure. So I mean, I don't heard different ones say, that's why I'm gonna live life to the fullest. And that is a great way to look at it. But you got to dig a little bit deeper than that. Not live it to the fullest, meaning I'm gonna do whatever. It truly live it to the fullest, meaning get everything that you can out of each and every day going
Yep.
forward. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. That's why we kind of started this in the first place, just to give out some positive energy out there to somebody that may need it.
Yeah.
So that's that. But before, I know we usually say it in the beginning. I don't think we did. We coming off a hiatus, so make sure put the comments in, subscribe, don't like, whatever the case may be. We love to hear from you. Maybe we use some of the information on the show, whatever the case may be. But definitely give your 5. I mean, I'm saying it's some other beautiful things that we may have not spoken on that doesn't even have anything to do with technology. I don't know. It was such
It's
an
gonna be
easy.
tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna
tough.
be tough. It's gonna be tough.
All things, lead back to technology, but I'm interested to see. So throw it in the comments. Let us know what you thought about it, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, man. I've been having people hit me up like, the people that actually watch this segment, they've been hitting me up over and over. Y'all recording this week? Y'all recording this week? Hey, we recording this week. So later on today, we want to see some comments in the section.
Absolutely.
But if there's nothing else, thank you for joining to another edition of Fresh Fire Friday with TY and Reggie. Peace be unto you.